Allons, enfants de la patrie, les jours de gloire et ravis. Contre nous de la tyrannie, l'étendard sanglant élevé. L'étendard sanglant élevé. Entendez-vous dans les campagnes, maugréer ces féroces soldats. Ils viennent jusque dans nos bras, et nos fils, nos compagnies aux armes citoyennes. Formez vos bataillons, marchez, marchez. Que sang un peu, après-nous Sion. Les Marseillais, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Circuit Jean-Luc Picard of the Starship Enterprise. Welcome to the Circuit Paul Ricard for the French Grand Prix. Is the only time that you're going to see the French Grand Prix for the next few seasons, because this will be the last one. You may see it again later on in season 10 perhaps, but not in season 2023. I can tell you that. We have many, many things and many surprises, and I shall say this only once, but remember where we are. We are in the heart of the France. And today you have two dual nationalities who are just absolutely superb to join you here at the Circuit Jean-Luc Picard. We have the Bonjour, the Banshee, the Scottish, the Écossais. Hello, welcome. And joining me from the country which is just below the waterline in the sea of the Netherlands is our very own Karma Chameleon, Mr. Matty. How are you, sir? How do you follow that up?
I don't know.
I don't know either, to be perfectly honest.
I know.
I know. And
I know now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Matty is sounding very Scottish this evening. I know. I know. What's going on? Welcome, as I said, to the Circuit Paul Ricard here in France. Lots to tell you about this particular circuit, which we will do in time. Let me just get it straight. It is not Paul Picard, who is an American film producer, but Jean-Luc Picard. That is exactly what we are doing this evening here in the Castellet. Lots to talk about.
The family.
Well, exactly, honour the family. Lots to talk about, lots of people to mention, a few reserves, people stuck in the pit lane. Carl, get out of the pit lane. There is the lovely McLaren, there is the triangle of the Germanville, and there is a barn door in a Red Bull. But lots to talk to you about tonight. Let's just start whilst people are on their outlets. Let's give you an idea of the championship standings after the last race in Azerbaijan, which was filled with drama. Mr. Hodgson in the McLaren, there we go. That's not him, that is a Mercedes, despite the fact that I actually did. There you go. He is in the lead of the championship, 168 points, 23 points ahead of Mr. Calvin. Mr. Calvin in the Red Bull down in 11th place. And Dare, the man, Truth or Dare, is in third place. He is in the Mercedes on 132 points. And then there is a mammoth 60-point gap back to Ilian in the Alpha Tauri this evening. He is just coming out. There we go. That's what happens. And in the Constructors' Championship, ladies and gentlemen, it is the Red Bulls who are leading the way on, 200 points. You've then got McLaren on 177 and Alpha Tauri on 143. So lots still to happen over this race. And remember, we've got France, we've got Singapore, we've got Japan, we've got Imola, and we've got Britain. We've got 5 races left, including this one, to decide who is winning Tier 2. What else is happening? Oh yes, talking about which, we've got we've got a few stand-ins this evening, ladies and gentlemen. We've got Rotterdam in for Doris Day in the Alpha Tauri. We've got a Cobra in for the Liverpudlian Scousman that is fanning. We've got Sergeant Uncle Sam in for Floppy Loppy. And we've got Kaiser Soze in for Hoseman. And we've got Banstorp in for the Foxy. So lots of changes, lots of reserves, who will do absolutely fabulous, as I'm going to say. What have you seen early doors, Mr. Matty?
I've seen not much.
Is that a reflection on the driving so far, or just the reflection on you're absolutely confused by everything that I want to actually say here?
A little bit of both.
A little bit of both. Well, that's fine.
A little bit of both.
We can deal with it. Yep. Look at that, Mr. Hodgie, top of the 131.8. I'll tell you one thing, Bandor is there. Banstorp in second, Kaiser Soze up to third. Yeah, look at Baby Hornet, fourth.
Oh.
Ooh, he did say in the pre-race show that we did off camera and stream that he was going to smash everyone up today and he's going to win. He said, and I quote, "I have a lot of pace round this circuit, and therefore that is how I want it to be. I am going to be quickest." Although I know what Simon sounds like, that is exactly how I want him to sound like today. So yeah, exactly. Right, let's just bring up the details of life in general. So Cobra is just about to come across the line. He goes 7th, so nicely done there.
Stole that one.
Yeah, he has indeed. So the Williams now up into 7th. Yep, one of the Ferraris is that Mr. Hills. He's just coming through the final couple of corners. He is coming onto the start-finish straight. It's a lot. And the start-finish line is actually after the grid. It's a strange one. He does go into 8th place at the moment. So we'll keep an eye on this. Dumbest Hornet, the older brother of the one that we spoke about earlier, is there.
It's now.
Yes, indeed. Simba's invalidated his lap. Andrew is just coming around the final corner. We will do a lap of the Paul Ricard circuit with an individual who shall not be named right now. But we will, do not worry about it. Right. Yeah, Voldemort. Monster.
He shall not be named.
He shall not be named. That is exactly what it's going to be. Monster goes into 10th place. He's looking for redemption after Bahrain, Baku. That's it. Alex is, and this is the thing. Alex was doing really well as well in MRCX on Friday night. He decided to go side by side with me through particular sections you should never go side by side with, but we'll keep an eye out. Who have we got? We're going to do an onboard lap with Alex, I've decided. So let's just get ready for this onboard lap of the Jean-Luc Picard circuit, which everyone loves. It's a very interesting circuit. It is quite technical in parts, like this particular chicane. Yes, you need a lot of straight line speed for the Mistral straight, but you also want good stability in the rear. Alex coming up to the final corner. There we go, turn 15. Looking to take the widest line possible. Absolutely floor it now as he comes across the line. DRS will be fully opened as he comes down the pit straight, coming into Verrier, which is the first corner. Quickly swinging in, braking just about here, 75 metres. Throw the car in at this point. Nicely done. Coming through now, turn 2. Want to keep it out from the left-hand side of the car circuit. Coming now down into Hotel. Turn 3 and then quickly into 4. And the great thing about this circuit is very much it's corner into corner, it's into corner, camp, corner 5, now coming into Stebon, corner 6, and this ever-ending sort of 6-7 corner on to the Mistral straight at the moment. Gonna edge up all the way up into 8th gear, around about 200 miles an hour. Alex hitting 206, 207 at the moment. Braking at the 75 metres more into the Montreal chicane, turn 8 and 9. There we go, nicely done. Let's see what he can do now as he comes down into the fast right-hander of Scene Corner. He's straddling the left-hand side of the track here, which can be done. You don't want to offset the car too much because you could have an issue into Le Bossé, and you've got to kind of keep it quite tight here. You don't want to run out too wide, hit the apexes there nicely done. Oh, and he's lost it! Oh, Alex lost it. And what were we saying? Don't run too wide. You want to try and hit all the apexes, and he just lost it just before he came into Bendor corner. So, yeah, well, less said about that, the better. But that was nearly a lap of Paul Ricard circuit.
Nearly.
Yeah, nearly. We nearly got there.
Just a little bit nearly, just not there yet.
Yeah, exactly. There's the gaps. Yeah, next time. Always the next time. There's the gaps. Calvin is setting his fast lap. Yeah, he's setting his fast lap. Let's see what he can do. Two Ferraris have gone 9th and 10th.
Ooh.
Oh, well, they were. They're now 9th and 11th.
They were now.
Yeah, exactly.
Ooh, purple sector 2.
Yeah, purple sector 2. You sound like Toto Wolff. Purple sector 2.
You need the purple sector 2.
Aye. You should just say, Micah, this is so not right.
I will do that when the Mercedes goes wrong.
Here comes Calvin as he comes through this final section. You really want to kind of get this particular section right. You can lose a lot of time, especially coming into this particular final corner. Lots of time can be lost if you run too wide. Nicely done there. Yeah, see, Simon said he was going to win. There you go. Calvin's going to go fifth. Can I just... Have you noticed the gap? Have you noticed the gap between third, fourth, and fifth?
Oh my god.
1,000th of a second separates third from fourth, and another 1,000 separates fourth to fifth. That is what you call close.
It's very close.
It is indeed. Rob's invalidated his lap. Andrew's won from, I think, P20, he was saying before, so he's basically said to everyone, I'm coming to get you. The Cobra is a standing. I wonder if he'll be spitting by the end. Apparently, there's some mixed forecast in the race, so could we see a bit of rain? Well, the two Haas boys are replicating their real life compadres.
At the moment, yes, they are.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here we go, right? There's got to be a bit of a battle going on in the Hornet household. Look at that. 3rd versus 15th.
Ooh, that's going to be a big fight.
Exactly. Baby has got the lead. Here comes Ryan. Ryan goes up to 17th. He's just pipped Carl. Sergeant Uncle Sam, the American. He's maybe not American. But anyway, Sergeant Uncle Sam.
Oh.
Nope. Well, he's...
Sounds like it.
Yeah. Well, he's coming over the line. And he's improved. Just not as much as he would have liked. Here's Alex. We kind of jinxed him last time. Current championship leader is on provisional pole at the moment by just over a quarter of a second. So again, it's going to be an interesting one. Boothie says, "Oui, Bouguet, oui." There we go. Martin says mixed race weather forecast. Mandy loves the new name, the Jean-Luc Picard circuit. Of course, it's got to be the Enterprise, as we say. Right. Mark is invalidated, so we're not going to look at him. Banstorp is on an outlap. Kaiser Soze is on an outlap. Wumax has taken the most absolute mental... I'm not even going to... Do you know what? That's worthy on stream, just to watch that.
I missed it now, so...
Oh, well, he ended up... I think he wanted to go into the pits, but he almost went round the last corner and then drove back the way to get to the pits.
That's you can do that as well.
Yeah, of course you can. Mr. Hills is currently 0.2 of a second quicker in his Ferrari. Celebrating Fred Vasseurs, joining Ferrari. He's hoping to deliver a good race. Oh, he's running wide at Le Bossé there, but he kind of collects it nicely. Let's see what he can do as he comes now. What? Oh, I'll have a wee look at that. Martin. No, Martin has jumped out. We're on board with Alex. He's got further than he did before when we were on board with him, so that's a positive.
So now, let's see if he keeps it alive here.
Yep. If he doesn't, we're never going on board with him again. Right. I think he's going to go 5th, is my prediction.
Top 10 somewhere.
Oh, 6th. You were right, and I was close. There we go. That's it. Exactly. Kaiser Soze is about 1 3/4 tenths up at the moment on his previous best.
How's everyone in the pits?
I know. 3 minutes to go. Fabian says, good luck, Martin, at your favourite track. Well, it should be his favourite track. I mean, I have stood this evening and I have sung the French national anthem with my hand over my heart. So, for all these people that suggest that I have a divine hatred of the French, I think you actually just need to listen to the start of this video, because this stream even, because absolutely I swore allegiance. Yes, I did indeed. Exactly that.
He sang in proud.
Exactly. Simba's just gone into 8th. What's Kaiser going to do as he comes across the line? Is he going to improve on his 1:32.2 time? No. Rotterdam is doing... Well, he's invalidated, so we'll come back to that. Martin's in the pits. Carl is on an out lap.
Simba's on a lap.
Yep. Vive la France!
Oh, he is not.
Nope. As I said, I shall say this in advance. And those who MRC Tier 2 tonight, brought to you by Allo Allo. A very good comedy, for those that don't actually know what it is. One of the McLaren, one of the Mercedes there had a little bit of a moment. I still like Baby Hornet up in 3rd. That's probably a surprise so far of qualifying.
Who knows? Maybe, just maybe, he can get in the front row. You never know. Maybe. Exactly.
No Tier 1 runners this evening, so no demotions. So everyone is fighting for the challenge. Do it rainbow for Chris Bailey. Exactly. Comment ça se va, monsieur Pencher? There we go. Calvin's on an out lap. Most people are now out on track, either on their fast lap or on their out laps. They're obviously just building. Simba's decided he's had enough for this qualifying session and is happy with his 8th place. Happy might be an understatement, but he's content. Right, let's jump on board with Baby Hornet. He's coming to the end of his lap. Car looks a little bit oversteery, if I am right to comment there. Let's see what he can do though. Oh, he's not. Look. Oh no, he's not on his out lap. Surely he's on his out lap because...
Which man?
Baby Hornet.
I think.
Yeah. Oh, he's just... no, 1:32.1. He hasn't beat his time, but he certainly was... I think the timing was deceiving us.
What's it, purple sector 1 and 2?
Oh, he's 0.3 of a second up. This would put him onto provisional pole at the moment, as long as he doesn't do anything that could cost him time. Let's see though. Exactly. Let's see what Banstorp can do. Runs a little bit wide there, coming through Bender corner, but let's see what he can do as he comes into this final part of the lap. Monster down into 17th place. He needs to recover quickly. He doesn't want to be at the back coming through. Yep. There we go. Let's see what Banstorp can do. Can he go quickest? Yes, he can! 1:30, 1.7. Great lap there. Mark is just fractionally up though. Yep. Let's see what he can do. 31 1,000. It wouldn't be quick enough to give him provisional pole at the moment, but he could certainly go there. Martin Hill's invalidated before he started that lap somehow. Not a clue how, but will tell us. Here we go. Let's see what Hodgie does. The championship leader at the moment. His championship challenger Calvin down into 6th place at the moment because Uncle Sam's just went into 3rd. What a lap there. And Hodgie puts it into provisional pole. 1:31.6.
The question is, what will Baby Hornet do?
Baby Hornet is quicker. Is he going to be quicker in... No, he improved slightly.
He improves though, but...
Yep, and Cobra's just went. Oh, Calvin! The commentator onto the bell. Yes, exactly, Fabian. Wow. Can I just say, And again, right, it doesn't matter always who is on pole, but that just shows Calvin was kind of 5th or 6th, and then he smashes it, and Mark was leading for a long time. Vanstock came in and usurped him in pole position, and he's taken it back. Who can beat? Can Dare do anything? He goes 4th, so Baby Hornet is down from 3rd down to 7th. The only other one... Yes, he can, up into 6th place. There you go, ladies and gentlemen. There is your grid for the Tier 2 French Grand Prix. Yeah, so Calvin and Mark, the championship contenders. Top of the chain, top of the tree, top of the list. Calvin, pole position. Mark alongside him in the McLaren. His Calvin's teammate for the evening, Mr. Toby Carvery, is in 3rd place with Dare in 4th. Sergeant Uncle Sam and Womack line out the 3rd row, 5th and 6th. Cobra and Baby Hornet. It's a Cobra versus a Hornet. Wonder who's going to sting the most there. 7th and 8th. Alex and Steve in 9th and 10th place. Mark and Morgan share out row 6, 11th and 12th. We'll tell you the rest just shortly, but that was an interesting qualifying session.
It was.
And there we go, let's just see. So we got Morgan in 12th, we got Rob and Andrew 13th and 14th. Andrew saying he's got to get up there fast. You do. Rotterdam and Gatti in 15th and 16th. Martin and Carl, row 9. And Ryan and Chris line out the bottom 2 spaces. But it's still all to play for. Let's have a look. Everyone went for the soft compound tyres. Did anyone have any instance? There we are. Look, a lot of invalidated lap lines there, as we've seen. A few warnings there for speeding in the pit lane. This and next lap invalidated for both Rotterdam and Martin Hills. Now, here we go. There we go. Let's see. Oh, sunshine, nice and sunny. Do you know, it's going to be interesting to see who starts on the hards, who starts on the mediums. I don't think anyone will be brave enough to start on the softs, to be perfectly honest. I think it would be stupid. Well, I think it would be a bit stupid.
Not all people are smart.
Well, no, they're not. I, for one. Because I just go 0-1 wings everywhere. But anyway, that is it.
Can't say anything about myself.
25 seconds to go. A lovely pit lane. One-stop strategy should be medium to hards, hards to mediums. It's probably not the circuit where you would go for any form of two-stopper. Just because I don't think the pace advantage is there, certainly from the abrasive circuit, ultimately. Could we see a bit of a weather change during the race? Who knows? Could we see safety cars? Probably a lower percentage chance of safety cars than we seen in Baku. But let's just look at the tyres, because everyone, bar from 2, have gone hard tyres, and I wasn't expecting to see that, Matty. I was thinking there would be a bit more medium runners. Yeah, but that's interesting. So it'll be interesting to see the way if Cobra can make his way up through the grid, because remember, for the first 1, 2, 3 laps, these hard compound tyres are going to be nowhere. Everyone's going to be a bit ginger when they're putting on the power, especially coming through this long turn 6 and 7, which has the potential to just throw it in there. Yeah, the predicted pit stop strategy. Medium, medium, soft. It is a possible. I don't think anyone's going to do it, ultimately. So Cobra's won. Martin is going for it. He's got nothing to lose. But interestingly, the top 5, 6 runners all on the hards, including the championship challengers. Yeah, it's going to be a curious race to see exactly what can happen. I think it's all going to be interesting, to say the least. I don't know who's your dark horse for the win.
My dark horse.
Yep.
I am going with one of the Alphas.
Okay. Uncle Sam or Cobra. Okay.
One of the dark horse, so I guess.
Well, you did, yes. My dark horse is going to be... I see, Womack or Kaiser Soze for me. I have a funny feeling it's going to be one of those two. I hope this race is not decided by any form of incident or contact. But
well, let's hope not.
Yes, let's hope not. We are getting ready. We will look at the lights sequence in a second, because we'll see it here and then we'll flip back. The Williams pit crew there, just on the there. 38 says Banstorp is definitely a dark horse. He's not a dark horse in the context of his third. But here we go. We are on 1 red lights to 2 to 3 to 4, and we're on to 5, and in the Paul Ricard we are underway, and it's a really good start from the 2 Red Bulls. Banstorp's already having a look. Call Me the Braves up into 4th place already. Kaiser Soze there as well. Look at the 2 Ferraris, 12th and 13th already. Simba is up there. Mark is trying to hold Banstorp. He's going round. He's outside. They're coming through turns 1 into 3. Mark's got to be careful here. He doesn't want to lose any form of his front wing. He almost has to just let Toby go. Toby might play the team game. He's gone round. Now, don't get me wrong, Toby might play the team game here, but Mark just has to outthink them and out-tactical them. Alex, there.
Yes. This looks familiar.
Yes. It does
Very
indeed.
familiar.
It does indeed. There we go. Look at Alex. Alex is already trying to have a look at Uncle Sam. Remember, Cobra is the man on the medium tyres. He hasn't really made any gainways, but it's Martin who's the biggest gain out of all of this. He has gone up from 17th to 9th place. So a combination of some of the drama into turn 1 and 2 and 3, but also really good to see there. So nice battles for me.
That'll be a good start for Baby Honda.
No, it hasn't. He has indeed. He's 7th to 11th. So we'll see. Here's the thing, right? Hodgie's got a 20 here. Look how he's absolutely all over the back of Toby coming through the bender corner. And then just coming into the final couple of corners. Calvin already 1.3 seconds behind. Hodgie will be fuming. Oh, he is. He's going alongside. There we go.
That was great.
We can see it. As he's there. He's going to have to watch it though. Toby's already quicker. He's going to have to watch. He doesn't want to necessarily lose anything. Yeah. I mean, this is the thing though, right? Toby's reserving and he's going to try and prove his point of the racing, but he's also got, I suppose, a team game to play, as we all do at certain points in time. We'll play the team game, depending upon it, but what Hodgson will not want is to see the back of this Red Bull for any longer than he has to. DRS becomes active on the second lap. Calvin's had a moment because that gap is now down to 9/10 of a second. So something has happened. No, he doesn't. 38 says, please win this Swedish reserve in a Red Bull. Is Toby Swedish? Never would have guessed. No, exactly. Look at this. Alex and Dare having a little bit of a ding-dong battle. Yes, indeed. Oh, Alex has spun it round in Labose! We've talked about Labose before.
I have not done anything, nope.
Nope. Bonjour, Monsieur Gav, says Ant. Alex coming back into it. Ant, listen to the start of this stream. You will be exceedingly proud. Right, Calvin now 9/10 of a second. I wonder though, again, I'm going to come back to this. Is this a bit of gameplay by the Red Bull boys for Calvin to give Toby the DRS to keep him out of the lurches of Mark?
It looks like it.
Yeah, it does do. Oh, he won't be a happy man at all. Oh, Hodgie's just got a little bit interesting coming out of turns 2 and 3. Ant says my French national anthem was undescribable. It's always positive, or I'll take it as a positive.
For the Mercedes.
He does. Let's just look back from the back of Toby. Let's just now go to the back of the... Look at the speed of Dare! Wow! He's got some slim wings. And do you know what? And this is the thing. if you're Hodgie, and remember, there's still 4 more races after this, right? There's still plenty of points to take away from this. But he can't do anything stupid. That's the fundamental key part. He cannot do anything stupid. He's got to be able. Yeah, and don't get me wrong. Is he going to come under attack from Uncle Sam behind him? Probably not. I don't think Sam's necessarily got the pace. I'll tell you the other thing. Cobra down to 13th.
But single track.
He is indeed. He is absolutely flying, but he's going to have to take the pain of those hard compound tyres later in this race when the others will be on those mediums. But he's done significantly well to get up to that point. Toby is no DRS on his Red Bull, but the speed that Dare showed previously when passing Mark, I wouldn't put it past him if he ended up with a move, because that Mercedes is quick.
I will not this game.
Yeah, exactly.
Does it again.
Yep, 1.8. Yes, it's Simba's in the pits. Has he got some front wing damage? Yes, he does. He is replacing the front wing in the Ferrari. He will not be a happy bunny. Now, let's see what Mark can do. Let's go on board with the McLaren down the Mistral Straight. DRS for both him and Dare in front of him. He's gaining. He's not gaining enough though. I think that Mercedes has some good, decent straight line speed. So again, he's just got to think about the long game, not get too concerned about what's going on in front just now.
Still 25, 23 laps remaining. So.
There is. Womax has got Steve all over the back of him. Baby Hornet has improved. He's up now into 9th, so he's back into the points. Morgan in 10th in the Williams, looking to hunt down the cars in front. Yep, Carl is trying to look. Oh, Carl's had a moment. The front end didn't bite there. Bit of understeer in the Haas, and he was up the rear of the Aston Martin of Alex, but not any longer. He's about half a second adrift there. Gatian, nicely done there, chasing down the medium shod Cobra. He is, and he's got DRS. But Dare in front of him didn't have DRS that lap, and he still pulled away. Apparently, Geki, you're very quiet. I don't know if it's your microphone. Needs turned up a little bit.
No problem.
There we go.
I fixed that.
Yes, there we go. Look, Martin is now up to 5th. Martin is coming to join this little party.
Better?
Much better.
Much better? Okay.
Much better. Much better. Aye. I'll tell you who's saying much better. Well, Martin is going to be happy, better. Because he is now in this DRS trade. Oh, he's got one. Oh, he's touched Mark. Oh, no.
Oh, no. I just came back as well, and I saw it.
Less said about that, the better just now. To be honest, do you know what? We sometimes do call it as we see it. I think that might have been a bit of late braking for the Ferrari, but we will let that deal with itself later on. Right, coming back to the action. We've got Red Bull 1-2 at the moment. Christian Horner, happy days. Womax is now past Uncle Sam. I'll tell you what, that was a bold move by Womax.
It was. He saw the opening to say,
yeah. He did. He said, I'll just take that. But the interesting thing is, Uncle Sam now will be with the DRS. He's not doing too much at the moment, so we'll keep an eye on him. Alex, fastest man in the Aston Martin there. That just shows you actually the pace that Alex has had. If he hadn't have had the kind of spinning qualifying in the spin,
he's now behind Gatian.
Yeah, he has. Martin is hunting down Baby Hornet. They're going up the inside. They're trying to go round. That is not a place you tend to go into the passing move, but well done. Baby Hornet has a little nudge. Yep. You can hear the feathering of the throttle as they come through turn 6 and 7. Ryan gets the first penalty.
Did he?
Exactly. Let's keep an eye on the Ferrari, and here's Steve. He was one of my dark horses, along with Womax, so Yours is currently in 5th and 10th. Mine's are 4th and 6th. Ryan.
It doesn't mean a thing.
Ryan's having wheel issues, so Bergen, thank you very much, sir, for the update. Race engineer Bergen there, bringing us live updates from the Red Car facility. What's going on at the moment? Because it's there's a lot of cars close to each other. Baby Hornet, oh no, and that's at Le Bossé. And that's the second or third driver to spin at Le Bossé this evening. He won't be happy. I think he may dive into the pits potentially for a set of hard compound tyres to take him to the end of the race.
Maybe.
Right. Ryan is just pausing to... Oh, crikey. Alex got a bit tail happy out of the final corner there. He's just pausing it to fix it. No worries at all. Simba currently down in 20th place. He'll be hoping for a safety car. Cobra deep into turn 1, and that's going to compromise him on the exit, but we shall see. Uncle Sam is behind Wumax by half a second at the moment. Dare is third.
Twitchy Dare. Alright.
Baby Hornet ran a little bit wide. He's recovered to 7th. Morgan in 8th. Having a nice race as Morgan. Just doing away. He's stayed out of trouble. One of the cars, and that's Alex, I think, has lost it. Yes, he has. He's lost it coming through 6 and 7 onto the Mistral Straight. We said before it's very easy to lose it there, and the two Aston Martins are now 17th and 18th on the track.
Not where you want to be.
No, but Morgan's having really good. He stayed out of trouble. He's kept his head down. He's just powering on through. He's keeping in touch with Baby Hornet in front. He's not that far off of the top 5. So good solid race from the 2 Williams drivers. Good Gatian's there in 10th as well. Cobra, good first showing for him. The Cobra, exactly. Right. Let's see where we've got kind of some of the closest battles on track at the moment, folks. Let's just do a bit of position changes. Currently, biggest winner, Dumbest Hornet up 8. Biggest loser is Mr. Hodgson down 11 after the contact with said Ferrari, which we will say little about. It's kind of just calmed down at the moment. There's no real...
Well, there are 3 people fighting for people.
Yep, Mark was trying to go up the inside of Dumbest Hornet there, but Hornet ran a little bit wide. Mark's on a recovery drive and he's going to go, there we go. He has indeed. Nicely done.
Nice move, man. Nice move.
And what Monster has to do, Monster has to follow Mark through. He needs to follow his teammate through. Otherwise he'll become detached from it, so he's got to watch. Let's see how he feathers the throttle. He does, and he very kind of doesn't really get on the power that early. Wumax has been passed by Uncle Sam.
Oh, just barely held it though.
Yeah. Barely. Oh, he's going to get the bear run. Again. He's going to get the bear run. There's the Alpine.
Kaiser Soze as well. He's coming close as well.
How quickly did Sergeant Uncle Sam absolutely just fly out of that chicane? Let's see, Kaiser Soze is there as well. He's looking at it. He'll be wanting to keep his nose clean.
Oh, looks like Monster's got past the dumbest.
He has indeed, and he will be pleased about that, following his teammate through. Hopefully Ryan has fixed these wheel issues. Race engineer Bergen, latest update. Really? Yes, please provide the latest update in regards to that. It's kind of all calmed down. There's no real safety car threats at the moment. Let's just have a look at we know what the tyres are. Martin and the Cobra are on those medium tyres.
Don't forget Simba.
And Simba. Yep.
And Simba.
After his early pit stop.
There's a yellow.
There's a yellow. It's Martin, is it? No, it's Rotterdam. Something has happened to the...
It's 2 people.
Alpha Tauri and Alex. God, that's not good.
Alex is driving.
Yep, that's not good.
And
not good at all. Sergeant Uncle Sam is hunting down Dare. Dare's kind of just dropped the back. Look at the pace from Simba there, 135.8, fastest lap of the race. Dare has dropped off the back of Banstorp by 3.5 seconds now. He's beginning to feed into the clutches of Uncle Sam.
Oh, the Red Bulls are feeling nice and cozy. I think.
They are. I mean, let's just jump on board with Calvin, right? And let's just watch and listen. We'll have a few corners where we won't talk. We'll just listen.
Nice and calm.
It is, and that's the thing, right? And we sometimes become so focused. We sometimes don't think. And actually, if you listen to it, it was very just gentle throttle movements, feathered in the throttle coming through that kind of final sector. What have we got?
Another Ferrari going round.
The Ferraris. Fred Vasseur is not having the impact he thought. Kaiser Soze now 4/10 of a second behind Womax, who's 9/10 of a second behind Uncle Sam, who's 8/10 of a second behind Dare.
Gatian made a move on the Cobra.
He did. Williams 8th and 9th at the moment. Good race from them. The Cobra, and this is where the medium runners, Martin and Cobra, are going to be suffering, because we're into lap 10 now. The hards can probably go another 5 or 6 laps, do maybe 10, 11 laps to the end on the mediums. But this is where the Alpine is going to be struggling ultimately as part of this. Yellow flag in sector 2. One of the Hasses is round. I think that is Ryan. He's maybe still having some wheel issues, so we shall see. Yep, exactly. Cobra, let's see what he does through Lebose. Many different lines through Lebose. Wide in, tight out, tight in, tight out. Cobra gets 3 seconds as well. But he's kind of staying with those Williams, but I just think his tyre advantage is gone, ultimately.
Ooh, looks like Baby Hornet went a little bit wide. Not much.
The two Williams were having a little bit of a near enough came together there. Wouldn't have enjoyed seeing that one repeated, let's put it that way. Let's see what Morgan can do off the back of the baby of the Hornets. And this is the thing, if you look at it, Simon's dropped 4 seconds. We've got a yellow in sector 3, I think that is Ryan. Martin is in the pits, he's going to put the hard compound tyres on. The two Williams are near enough pushing each other along here. Look at this fantastic helicopter view. Calvin's had a moment. Calvin's had a moment. The championship contender has had a moment and is down into 6th place.
He has.
He's managed to drop it coming through 6 and 7. Don't exactly know what happened there, but Mr. Hodgson will not be listening right now, but he will be probably well aware of that development in this race, and this could have ramifications. What we were talking about 1 lap ago, near enough, was the championship leader in 11th, his closest rival 23 points behind in 1st place. That has all changed now to be Calvin in 6th place, so he's going to be kicking himself, but he just has to get his head down, focus, and come back to it. Womax and Kaiser Soze, Uncle Sam has had a moment come through the Bendor corner. The rejoin was questionable, but it's okay. And Hodgson back up into the top 10. He will now be chasing down. Look at the two Williams. Gatian's gone up the inside of Stu coming into the final corner there. Not sure Morgan would have liked that.
I think he would not.
Nope, he would not have, as you said. But let's see. Right, Calvin, 3.5 seconds behind Kaiser Soze, who is hunting down the Womax. So Mercedes 2-4 at the moment. Red Bull 1-5. Alex is in the pits. He'll be changing onto the medium tyres to go for the final 15 laps. That's going to be hairy. Yes, indeed. Womax ran quite wide through turn 6 and 7 there. I would expect to see Kaiser Soze make a move on that Alpha Tauri. The Alpha Tauri is flashing. He's going to try and go around the outside as we come into the Montreal chicane. Womax is going to try and keep it going there. He's going to try and hang him around the outside. Nicely done. Do you know what? It was really good defending there by Womax, but he knew where to position the car, and Steve quite rightly said, "Thank you very much. I've got the grip, and I'm going to go with it." So nicely done there. Mercedes 2-3 right now.
It is. Big change. No Red Bull, but Mercedes.
Yep. Calvin at 2.9 behind Womax right now. He needs to recover himself.
Well, trying to.
Yes. 7th and 8th in the two Williams. Hodgson is 10th at the moment. Uncle Sam 11th, Monster in 12th. Thomas Hornet 15th. Rob up to 14th. Carl 15th. Rotterdam 16th, Mark and Martin 17th and 18th. Alex and Ryan round out the top 20. No retirement so far, which is really good to see after a number of retirements in Baku. Monster has passed Uncle Sam down the pit straight, so it's a McLaren 10-11 again. Remember, folks?
It's a really good job, actually, following.
It is 100%. Remember, we will choose our driver of the day towards the end of the race. Remember, one of the McLarens, that was Hodge, just went a little bit deep there into turn number 4 and then into 5, kind of compromised him slightly. The two Williams there, happy days. Calvin beginning to...
There goes Gatian,
he's retired from the session. We have a Williams that's lost it. The question is that going to generate a safety car, or we're on board with him? It's not going to. We are on board with Gatti, and you can see the damage caused to that Williams. There is no wheel left. It is a Reliant Robin.
And I think too much throttle out of that corner.
Yep. But as the tyre wear happens, going round that 6 and 7 where Mark's just going around now, you can instantly lose it. And we talked about there being no retirements. Well, we've had our first retirement of the evening, ladies and gentlemen. Toby wearing a black helmet for this evening. Unknown why, I'm sure he'll tell us in due course. I'm expecting a Race Engineer Bergen update on Ryan. We haven't had one. Let us know what's happening with wheels, etc. The Cobra is in the pits at the moment, so there we go. He's going to be putting on the hard compound tyres for the final 13 laps of this race. Hodgson goes up into 9th. Monster will go up into 10th place.
No, you're wrong. He's in 8th and 9th.
They are indeed.
Oh, it's only Stu and Baby Hornet between the Mark and the Calvin.
They are indeed, and that's probably going to be one of the key things, right? Is ultimately trying to find that difference. Trying to find that difference of speed. The issue, and I think this is the thing, the issue that Calvin's got right now is there's no potential at the moment of a safety car.
No,
he's kind of in a bit of no man's land. He'll still make up points somewhere, but at the moment it's 5th and 8th, so it's not going to be as big as it was before, so he will be kicking himself for that.
Monster lost his place.
It did indeed to Uncle Sam. Cobra out from the pit lane. The two Mercedes are flying side by side, and I think Steve is going to be all over there. We shall see what he does as he comes down the pit street. But Womax is beginning to come back at them. So after that period where he kind of just slipped back a little bit, Womax, Alien coming back up there. Let's see what Steve can do. Let's jump on that Dare Mercedes. He's taken a wee while to get the power down there. Those hard compound tyres will be starting to hurt a little bit. Steve is gaining down the straight, but isn't going to be gaining enough because of the length of the straight. It does just seem to have a better front end of car. That Mercedes, the sound of a Mercedes-Benz V6 turbo hybrid engine. Upshifts quite quickly there just to get the revs down on the gearing. Womax runs wide through 6 and 7. But nicely done. Can Steve gain half a second? And it's actually increasing. Wow, okay.
Oh. Not what you expect.
No, Steve only gained. Oh, we've got yellow. We've got, I think that's Ryan. It is indeed.
It is.
It's not, to be fair, I would have expected Guys Associated to gain more down the Mistral straight, but it could well be Oh, one of the Aston Martins has spun. That'll be. Is that? No, it's not. It's Rotterdam. Sorry, it's not an Aston Martin.
Oh, that's a nice.
Nope. Toby's drawn out that lead to 4 seconds at the moment. Calvin is still 2 seconds behind Womax. Let's just bring on our telemetry at the moment. He's absolutely smashed his ERS down to 5%, 58% behind. Kaiser Soze and Call Me the Brave and Womax in the pit lane now. So and there we Calvin. Go, and Calvin. So this is now going to be a straight out fight. So question will be, is this Steve's moment to absolutely go for it? Let's just see the tyres. Medium tyres going on the Alpha Tauri. Medium's going on. Yep, medium's going on the Mercedes, the Alpha Tauri, and the Red Bull. Yep. Yes, indeed. Is he going to come out? And this is going to be the key question, right? Where do these three come out? Call Me the Brave is going to come out 10th, 11th, 12th, and Uncle Sam in 13th. So they are going to have to do some overtaking, but the chances are they will not come across some of these drivers. Thomas Hornet in 9th. Thomas Hornet in 9th at the moment. Carl's up to... No. Carl's run really wide in 8th place at the moment. Genie Rob up into 7th. The two McLarens 5th and 6th. Morgan is in 4th. Let's jump on board with Morgan. He is hunting down the baby of the Hornet. He is gaining. He's not using his ERS there at all, so he just does seem to have a better, slippier car. As we now go into Labose, let's look at the lines, a bit more tight lines, similar lines from the two of them. Very easy on that curve that Morgan just went over there to potentially lose it.
There goes the Red Bull in the pits.
Yep, Toby is in the pit lane. Is Kaiser also in the pit lane? Is Baby Hornet in the pit lane? Yes, he is. As is Morgan, as is Mark. Monster, is he going to pit as well? He will do.
A little bit of a bumpy there in the pit lane.
Rob is going to go through and take the lead of the Grand Prix with Carl in 2nd at the moment. So let's see where we are.
The question is, where does Mark come out?
Is he going to come out in front or behind Calvin?
I imagine behind.
He should come out behind. Let's just see. Calvin coming across the start-finish line now. Yes, he does.
Still needs to overtake 2 more people.
It does indeed. So Calvin in 7th, Baby Hornet in 8th. Morgan has been overtaken by the Cobra and Hodgie down into 11th place, but this is where his fight back really starts after that accident earlier on. Thomas Hornet and Simba back in the pit lane changing tyres. Right, on board with Calvin. Let's see what he can do. He's going to get DRS down the Mistral straight, rear wing flap open. He's gaining 199, 200, 204 miles an hour, up to 205, 206 before breaking down. He's going to be watching that Womax and Kaiser Soze battle in front of him, thinking, wonder how this is going to go through. I'll tell you the other interesting thing. Call Me the Brave, 2.3 seconds now behind Toby. That gap was about 4 seconds before the pit stop, so that lap of the medium runners from Kaiser Soze, from Call Me the Brave is certainly working. He is gaining. Calvin beginning to gain 8/10 of a second behind.
Ooh. I'm watching a lovely battle here with Mark and Stewie Boy.
Yeah, indeed.
Mark desperately trying to get past.
Yes, this is all about recovery drive from the championship leader at the moment. That is going to be the fundamental key. Toby is gaining on Carl at a rapid rate of knots. Would expect him to be passed relatively easily as they come down this next lap. Lap 18 out of 27, folks. 2/3 of the race has been completed. Womax in 6th place. Currently, Matty, your 2 dark horses, the 2 Alpines, are 9th and 12th.
I know. You don't have to tell me.
No, we need something to happen if they're going to win.
You never know. It's MRC.
No, that is true.
Oh, no, that's my dark horse now.
I was about to say, yeah, mine's is currently 5th and 6th. Vanstorp was looking at Carl there. The gap to there is now 2.1 seconds at the moment. So the longer that Toby is behind Carl, the quicker that Dare is going to get on the back of them. Let's see what Carl can do as they come through. Seam corner, flat out. This is where he will be holding Toby up the most. He's going to gain into Labose. Is he going to fight Toby? That's the key question. He is going to. He's continuing to fight it. He is continuing. Remember, Carl doesn't have to let him pass. This is a genuine on-track fight for position. Yes, one of them has pitted. We've got yellow in sector 1. That is the unfortunate Haas. But look at the gap, it's coming down 6/10 of a second quicker. What Toby needs right now is for Carl to pit, and Carl does indeed pit. Rob stays out. Is Rob trying to go onto the softs? But maybe. Critically, that gap to Dare now 1.1 seconds.
Ooh.
It's getting tasty. So I'm going to say, look at that, 134.9 from Steve Kaiser Soze, up in 4th place at the moment.
Oh, Stu is now trying to get past Cobra, and he has.
He has indeed. A really good move down the pit straight there. Monster has passed Carl, but Carl's in the pits. Hodgsey needs to get past both of them. Look at this. Cobra's trying to go back up the inside of Morgan as they come now down into turn 4, and the outbreaking done. Oh, nicely done. Mark's got a watch. He doesn't have any contact with Morgan there. Morgan will not be a happy pass. He does indeed. Uncle Sam's racing behind in the French Alpine, or Renault, if you want to call it that. Morgan has got so much greater than Ryan's retired coming out of Seam, coming into Labossi, and it's a full safety car. Now, this absolutely changes the dynamic of this Grand Prix. Absolutely, fundamentally changes the dynamics. You could put Rob is absolutely in the pound seat here. He could go into the pit, stick on a set of softs, accepting that you'll get 2 or 3 laps under the safety car. Then you're talking about 4 laps maybe of racing. The soft compound could well be it here. It would be tight, but it is well within it. But it is well worth the gamble. Rob has done for so long what he says I do, which is run long and hope for a safety car. He has got that safety car. Now, who is going to... No one else is going to take the option to pit, probably.
No, I can't see anyone pitting.
I think, I'll be honest, I think your likes of Martin, of Simba, of Rotterdam probably should take the gamble. Rob is going to come out. He's not going to lose too much of a position. He isn't going to gain great, but he's...
he's putting on the mediums.
Oh! Okay. He's putting on the mediums. Interesting strategy. Hodgsey is in.
Mark and Uncle Sam are pitting.
Yep, Hodgsey is going on to the mediums, a new set of medium tyres, so he's decided the gamble is worth it. Uncle Sam. Yeah, okay. Alex is in the pits as well, as is Martin. Well. Martin's going on to the mediums. Hornet will be going on to a set of tyres. We'll tell. Alex has got a penalty that he's serving. And here comes Dumbest Hornet. He's going on to the softs. No, he's medium. Sorry. Apologies. Medium. No, Mandy, you were reading our minds. We were telling you what the tyres were just by looking. So there we go.
One hard driver.
And Cobra. But interestingly enough, and this is where it's going to start to get interesting. Rob, in 10th place, is on fresh mediums. Hodgie, fresh mediums. Uncle Sam, fresh mediums. Martin, fresh mediums. Alex and Dumbest Hornet, fresh mediums. 3 or 4 laps on a set of mediums, they're not going to get much wear on it, but they are going to get a advantage, ultimately. So we shall see what is happening in the land of France.
Somewhere, something with a baguette.
Well, yeah, you could do baguette.
Or you can do what was that called? French onion soup.
Yeah, 30 million baguettes a day are eaten by the French. It is a traditional 30 million. But the more interesting fact is actually the supermarket chains Leclerc and Lidl recently priced the baguette at 29 centimes. Prompted an outrage from independent bakeries. Now, I don't know what 29 centimes is.
I don't know either.
I'm guessing it is low though.
I know 29 euros.
Yeah. Well, if it was 29 euros for a baguette, I would claim that they are being ripped off.
Well, it's the French, so you never.
Well, that is true. So yeah, 13 million baguettes a day. Wow. Yep.
That is very. It's a lot of bread.
Yeah, exactly. Why is France known for the baguette? The reason it's known for the baguette is actually they are dependable. So because the French, there is a law called the French bread law. It states that traditional baguettes can only be made with 4 ingredients. That is wheat flour, water, salt, and yeast. Basically means there can't be too many unpleasant surprises, so you're not going to find anything there. But the French baguettes do taste better in the land of France because they pay careful attention to where the flour's made, but also the grains that are used in the milling process. So the result is a softer, heartier, and tastier bread. And it also has a lower ash count or content in the flour from other countries, which is always good. So yeah, interesting also that you can dip your bread in your coffee in the morning for that as well.
Sounds lovely.
Yeah, exactly, that's what we could be doing with right now. To be perfectly honest, safety car is coming in 5th of January 2023. France's bakers may be forced to close their shops or raise baguette prices. Dun dun dun.
Oh no.
I know. I love France for the big fish, Carl says.
Yes, that's true. I think he means carbs.
Yeah, most likely.
I love them.
Yes.
I go as well.
Right. What's going to happen over the next 5 laps?
One is taking the gamble and pay the for sauce.
Ooh.
Simba is.
Yeah. He has nothing to lose. I mean, he'll be rapid.
For how long?
Yeah, but then again, lighter cars. Remember, it's going to be question mark. When does Toby go? It's going to be out of the final corner, but it's going to be how long he gets along before he does.
He's not going yet.
No, he's gone now though. Yes. I'll be honest, he hasn't exactly caught Steve napping. He's already gone a little bit defensive as Toby, but remember, safety car will not, DRS will not come into effect until lap number 24, 2 laps after the safety car goes in. Toby already building up a 6/10 of a second lead from the 2 Mercedes behind him. Calvin up into 5th place. Calvin's going up the inside of Wimax to come now down into turn 3. Good move by the driver second in the championship at the moment. Baby Hornet is there as well, looking to carry his fine run. Morgan up into 7th. Monster in 9th at the moment. Remember, a vast difference between the tire strategies in terms of some drivers pitted for new mediums during that month. Simba went on to the soft compound tires. Gini has been passed by Carl. Rotterdam gets the 3-second penalty, but
that was nearly.
Who?
Of Genie and Mark.
Oh,
like nearly.
No,
Mark's
right.
now fighting the uncle,
and he's passed him. Oh, no, they're still battling with each other.
They're still fighting though.
They are indeed.
He is now.
Yep, Mark passed him. He needed to make that move relatively quickly. He needs to gain positions, otherwise he will lose a haul of points. Let's see where we are. Calvin up into 4th place. Uncle Sam is retired. Uncle Sam's retired with Labose. And this is another safety car. Is anyone going to pit for the soft compound tyres? That is the question.
1 no, 2 no, 3 no,
4 no, 5 no,
6
no,
7
the Cobra,
no, 8 no.
No one is. No one is.
Oh wait.
Genie is going to pit. Is he going to put the soft compound tyres on? That is going to be the key thing. Simba's made up a couple of places. Single track is also pitted. Yep, let's see what Rob puts on. Is it the soft compound tyres? He's got nothing to lose and a lot to gain, potentially.
See, single track is putting the softs on.
Yep, soft compounds. Yes, it is. Well. Yep, so there we go, folks. Another safety car because Uncle Sam retired.
Ooh.
Oh, what?
That was a little bit sketchy there.
Oh! Mark's got a 5-second penalty. Was that what you were watching?
Yes, that was what I was watching.
Oh. What, do you want to describe what you've seen?
Well, I saw a car going very fast, and then the front car just broke out of nowhere. I think maybe off the Delta, but all the cars in front of him.
Well, they shouldn't have a Delta now, though, anyway.
No.
So, yeah.
Do not see damage, though. Do not see damage.
The 5 seconds, I'm sure the stewards will look into that if it is indeed raised, which I suspect it will be. Remember, you need to be able to go everything where you can do.
I've got to say, it's actually not a good race for the 1 and number 6.
No. No.
It's a good race for Calvin now.
It is a good race, and I mean he'll be kind of looking at it and seeing kind of actually how, what, where, when, who's going to be able to do it.
Who's going to do what?
Yeah. It's going to be an interesting one. Let's do a quick, not much chat on YouTube, so we'll just abandon that idea just now. But yeah, so safety car likely to come in this lap, do we think? Or is it going to go for another lap? Nope, another lap, I think. We got another lap. No. Yeah, nah. Another lap under the safety car. So essentially we will start again on lap 25, which means there will be 1 lap of DRS. The final lap. That's how it's going to be. So I think Call Me the Brave is past Kaiser Soze somewhere in that mix. I think Kaiser Soze has a quick car in a straight line. I think when DRS comes, if they can stay close to it, then they will be fine. Calvin is there. Mark, he'll be treating the back of that Haas like the hind legs of a proverbial donkey. Or should I say ass for a Haas. There we go. What was my idea, Ant's saying?
I don't know.
I don't know what my idea was. Did I say I had an idea?
Well, you said you had one, but now you say you don't, so I'm confused now.
I probably did have an idea, but I actually don't know what that idea is anymore, because I've forgotten what it was.
It flew away now.
It did, exactly. It flew away.
You were talking about a Haas and then it flew away.
Yes, I would agree with that. Safety car should come in this lap, folks. Lap 24 out of 27 second safety car. We had no safety cars for the first 20 laps, 19 laps, and then we've had 2 in 5.
No, I think it was less. I think it was 4. So we had 1 racing lap, and then another one came.
Yep. And then we've got more impacts.
There it is.
Yeah, so safety car in this lap 24, which means we will start on lap 25, 26, 27 will be DRS.
But is this the times where people will take very big risks now, trying to overtake people? In my opinion.
It's going to be interesting, certainly. I think there will be some challenges. I think people will... What you don't want to do is necessarily have all for one and try and just escape, because you could well be taken out. Toby's got nothing to lose. Call Me the Brave and Kaiser are going to be racing for pride. Calvin needs to maximise as much as he can. Mark in 11th needs to very quickly get past Carl and his teammate. But let's see when Toby goes. If it's the same place as before, Dare will be expecting it. He's gone now.
But he's not kept him again.
He's not. The Mercedes are doing really well here on the restarts. Calvin is on the back of Kaiser. Dare's going to try and look up the inside. No, he's not. Calvin's trying to go up the inside. He has indeed. Look at that. The Calvin Red Bull up into 3rd place at the moment. The Cobra has gone down into 7th place. He has indeed. But look at this. Call Me the Brave has got Calvin all over the back of him at the moment. And that is meaning that Call Me the Brave is falling down from the back of Toby. Yellow flag. We've got Stupid's gone round. Oh, it's unfortunate for Morgan. Alex is up past Monster, 8th place, up now into Mark. Let's see what Dare can do. Dare has gained very quickly, shall we say, on the Red Bull in front of him. Calvin has got Kaiser Soze all the back. It's Red Bull, Mercedes, Alpha Tauri. It's like 2021 all over again. Mark is past Alex after Alex got past Mark. Mark at the moment with those 5 seconds is going to drop him out to the top 10.
What's happening?
Lots of things are happening, Matty. Lots.
I can't see anything. My thing is just went to the home screen and now come back out.
Well, I'm going to have to describe the next 3 racing laps for you.
Yeah, do that for me, will you?
There we go. I shall do. I will explain. Right, Calvin the Brave, 0.6 of a second behind Banstorp at the moment. Calvin in third place with Kaiser Soze. Mercedes triangles. You know what they look like.
I know what they look like.
There we go. Toby runs quite wide coming out of the final corner. Kaiser Soze is going to be looking all over. Absolutely, there's going to be battles aplenty. Kaiser Soze is looking on Calvin. There we go. Let's see, Calvin's just staying in front of him slightly, but we've got Womack's just behind him as well. Baby Hornet up into 6th place, Carl in 7th at the moment, Mark in 8th place, but with that 5-second penalty subject to appeal if possible in the steward. So Call Me the Brave, 0.6 of a second behind Toby at the moment. Call Me the Brave, they're going to be looking for another win this season as it stands at the moment. Lap 26, remember DRS will become active on the next lap. Lap 27 out of 27, final lap. Let's see what we can do. Toby has just not looked comfortable since the restart. Dare is absolutely all over. We've got Calvin and Kaiser Soze as well. Let's see what they can do. Soze's looking at it. He's a little bit closer to Calvin. He's not going to be alongside though, so he's going to possibly sit behind it for another lap. And this is the thing. It could be, well, very questionable DRS moves, but he could be really clever. And Mark has got the insider. Carl, as they come out of the Montreal chicane. Carl's there. Mark's got his nose down in the McLaren on the right-hand side. The McLaren's going to go up the inside as we come into the scene corner. He's got the Aston Martin behind him as Carl, and there we go. Hodgson up in 7th place, but could potentially drop back down with that 5-second penalty. Let's jump back up to the front, 0.4 of a second between Banstorp and Dare, who's got further 0.7 of a second behind. We've got a yellow flag in Sector 1, and it is Rotterdam.
I can't see anything.
Nope, it's alright. Rotterdam, Lachie and Legar. But look at this, Call Me the Brave, 0.2 of a second behind Toby now. Toby's almost trying to back him into Calvin. It's reminiscent of Team Games. Toby's run wide, coming out of the final corner. Calvin's trying to get the stream as well. Calvin's looking to try and go up the inside. DRS now enabled. The 2 Red Bulls playing with the Mercedes at the moment. Calvin's trying to go around the outside, and Toby's there as well. He's pushing Calvin, and there we go. The little bit of contact there. Toby is absolutely doing a Lewis Hamilton from 2016. He is holding the pack back up. Is it unsportsmanlike? Toby's giving it. Where the DRS? He's playing tactical. He's playing tactics here. Absolutely nothing wrong with it as long as it's fair and legal. Calvin gets 3 seconds for multiple warnings on the final lap. Toby's run wide. Darren is going to be a Calvin's lost it. Calvin has lost it on the final lap. Toby is trying. Is Toby going to be able to get it? He's going to try and go for the win. He looked like he let the Mercedes past him there in that final lap. Has he just cost himself the possibility of a win? Mark gets another 3 seconds for time penalties. Calvin's down into 15th. All of a sudden, a race that had been pulled away from Calvin. He got back, and guess what? Dare could be coming to the win. Toby is under pressure from Steve, who's under pressure from Womax. Calvin down at 15th, the man second in the championship. It is an oh no moment for the Red Bulls. Toby is still trying to come back in there. It's going to be see who can get in as we come through the final lap. Oh, we're getting really close. They're going to be nudging along here. Dare is going to just be trying to get to the end. Let's see what Toby can do. Can he go up in the inside and force anything through? Is he going to be able to? Is he going to try and go up the inside, or is he going to try and come through? We've got Marcus spun as well. Oh, the 2 championship challengers have had it. Dare's going to come across the line and take the victory. Toby's going to come second. Kaiser Soze is going to come third. Womax is one. Baby Hornet just comes in fifth. Alex on 6th. Carl in 7th. Robin 8th. Morgan's up to 9th, and Andrew's going to round out the top 10. While the 2 championship contenders score nil points at the French Grand Prix. Wow.
Oh, that was a good show on YouTube.
That was. I just wonder if Toby threw that one away. He tried.
I think he did.
He did, because he almost wanted to get the DRS, and I think by doing that, he cost himself the win. He has cost himself the win by a questionable tactical strategy error. That's what I'm going to put it down to.
I think he was trying to do the DK and like Calvin through.
Yeah, well he was. I mean, for the lap or 2 laps before it, when the safety car came in, he was. And again, let's be clear. There is nothing questionable in that. He was backing the pack up. He's allowed to do that. If you can't get past him, so be it.
No.
But I think he just did it. He just tried to be maybe a little bit cleverer than he should have tried to be. In my opinion, he should have stayed out in the front, and he should have tried to defend without DRS. I think he compromised himself by doing what he did. But no doubt, Toby, let me know what your thoughts were, because certainly that was an epic. I mean, we did say it needed a safety car or something to line it up. Well, we got it, and we also got the two championship challengers, first and second, not scoring any points. It is Neil Point in France for first and second in the championship. That points difference will remain 23 going into the next round, which I think is Japan. But there we go. Dare takes the victory on track.
No. Singapore.
Oh, it's Singapore next, then it's Japan. Toby second, Kaiser Soze in third, Womax fourth, Baby Hornet in fifth comes home in a good result there. Alex in sixth after a spin, or a couple of spins. Carl in seventh. Eighth is Rob. Morgan finishes ninth. Monster in 10th. Simba comes, well, after three pit stops, 11th to 11th. Which is good recovery drive for him. Dumbest Hornet is in 12th. Martin finishes 13th. Calvin 14th. Neil Point, Cobra 15th. Mark 16th. Be interesting to see what happened there to the McLaren. Rotterdam in 17th. And then the three non-finishers, Uncle Sam Ryan and Gatian. But wow, do you know what? In 29 minutes you'll get Tier 1. And then on Wednesday night it's Tier 3 and Tier 4. How are you feeling confidence-wise for Tier 3 on Wednesday?
I got a race band, so I'm not there.
Oh well. So you're not there. I might not be there. I might not be there. I might not be there. So that's going to be an interesting one. Ladies and gentlemen, do join us on. So do join Tier 1 in 28 minutes time. Do join us from 7 o'clock on Wednesday for Tier 3 and 8:45 for Tier 4. And then Friday it is MRC XXX action, 7:30 for a 100% race round the Jean-Luc Picard circuit here in Le Castellet in France. That is going to be the interesting one. It's been a roller coaster, to put it mildly, but enjoyable. Matty, thank you very much as always, and we will be back again. Ladies and gentlemen, do tune in for Tier 1 soon.
I'm forgetting something.
Oh, driver of the day, yes. Yeah. I'm glad you reminded me, because I would genuinely have just gone.
You're
welcome. I'll ask you first and foremost for your driver of the day.
Mine is going to be the Baby Hornets for his first points.
Interesting. Okay. It's one of these really difficult ones to call. I think Dare did really well to get that with victory. I think Toby did good from third on the grid. I'll go with your Baby Hornet as driver of the day. Simon, take a bow, son.
Take a bow, my man.
Dolores Van Cartier, as he's affectionately nicknamed, he is driver of the day. And on that note, it is the time for us to depart. But from both Matty and myself, well, we hope you've enjoyed it, because we certainly did. It's been a roller coaster at the red, white and blue of Le Marseillaise here in France. Join the team shortly for Tier 1, and we will see you again for Tier 2 action next Monday. Yes. Have a lovely evening.
Lovely.